Hey, what is up, sexy beasts? My name is Shadowfax, and or Louise, whichever you want to call me, and today we're a little bit late to the party, but we're going to be talking about the question that Keemstar posed: is Zoie Burgher a paedophile? Now, you guys know I'm an opinionated bitch, so even though I'm a little bit late, I'm going to be giving my opinion on it. And you guys know I've made a video on Zoie Burgher before, the Zoie Burgher rant, and you know I'm not a fan of this girl. I don't like this girl, but I'll have to disagree with Keemstar on this one. Zoie Burgher is not a paedophile, and I'm going to get into why. Now, he posed the question basically: if a male YouTuber in their 20s sent explicit pictures of themselves to their young subs, then they would be labelled as paedophile. But when Zoie Burgher does it, why is it different? And basically, if you don't know, if you've been living under a rock, Zoie Burgher has grown absolutely massively, which to an extent you have to sort of have a bit of respect for this girl. She's managed to use her assets to her advantage and basically become rich overnight. You know, on YouTube. I mean, she was banned like 4 times off of Twitch for sexually explicit content. Now she's over here on YouTube, and YouTube don't seem to mind because she's making them a shit ton of money right now. And one of their things was hashtag nudes at 1 mil. She said that she'd been offered by Pornhub that when she hit 1 million subscribers on YouTube that she could do her nudes over there. She said no, she's going to do it on YouTube itself. And my first thought was, is YouTube really going to allow this? But then I remembered this is 2016 where YouTube is completely fucked and allows whatever's going on. They don't really give a shit. So of course they're going to allow it. It's going to make them a lot of money. But Keemstar then said, well, but, you know, she knows that a lot of her audience, the majority of her audience, are young teenage boys. And now she's going to release nudes. And someone actually said to her on Twitter, but you do realise that, like, most of your subscribers are, like, 12 years old. And she said, on the day I hit 1 mil, everyone will turn 18. So basically what she's saying is that she doesn't care that her audience is mainly young teenage boys who are under the age for watching this kind of content. She doesn't care. She's going to release her nudes anyway. And suddenly people have a problem with Zoie Burgher. Now, in my rant video, I turned around and said that my problem with her was not that she gets her fake tits, which, by the way, I don't know why people are obsessed with fake tits. Au naturel is so much better. I don't know why people are so, you know, if she wants to use her fake tits and her bacon flaps to make herself rich, then by all means, you do you, boo-boo. I've said this before. I don't really care. But I've always said I don't think YouTube is the place for her to do it. YouTube is not a porn site. It is a video content sharing site, but it is not a porn site. And it's supposed to be that you're not allowed to, you know, upload sexually explicit stuff. Apparently, YouTube doesn't give a shit anymore. But anyway. And my main problem with Zoie Burgher was not even that she was only over here on YouTube. I mean, that did piss me off. But it was mainly that she was deliberately targeting an audience of young teenage boys. And people were saying, because it's obvious she was, because she went straight for the Call of Duty community. Everyone knows that the majority of viewers on the Call of Duty community on YouTube are young teenage boys. Everyone fucking knows it. Everyone. And her excuse and people's, like, sort of, you know, excuses for her was, well, if, you know, she age restricts her videos, and if she makes explicit content, you know, adult content, and then 12-year-olds manage to, like, tell YouTube that they're actually 18 so that they can watch this stuff, then she can't really help that, you know? And I'm like, yeah, no, that's true, right? To a certain extent, that's true. If a porn star makes a porn film and puts it onto a porn website, and then a 12-year-old child manages to get round their parents, you know, children protection shit on their computer, and they manage to get onto Pornhub and then watch those fucking porn videos, then you can't blame the porn stars for that. You can't. But this is a completely different kettle of fish, because like I said, Zoie Burgher deliberately went after the Call of Duty community, which we all know is mainly 12-year-old boys. That's what she did. She made she didn't even try to hide it. She didn't even try to hide it. But people were making these stupid excuses for her. Oh, well, it's not her fault if 12-year-olds managing to get around the system and watch it. No, because it's her fault because she was fucking targeting them. She was fucking targeting them. And people were saying, oh, but it's alright because she's in a bikini. But she's twerking her ass in their face. And the reason, I will tell you, I said this in my last video and I'll say it again now. The only reason that she targeted that audience is because if she went onto a proper porn site where the target audience was adults, she wouldn't do as well. She really wouldn't. Because she'd have proper competition then, wouldn't she? And I'm sorry, but if me being an adult wants to see a pair of tits, I just ask my girlfriend to lift up her top. Or, do you know what, I can even lift up my own top and look at my own, but my own tits really don't do anything for me. But this is the thing. If an adult wants to see tits, they'll either have a girlfriend or whatever, or a wife that they can just say, hey, honey, can you pull up your top? Or they'll be like, go onto an actual porn site. And if she goes onto an actual porn site, then she's going to have real competition. Whereas over on YouTube, she hasn't got competition. There might be a couple of e-holes over here, but there isn't that many, and they're not really anywhere near it as sexually explicit as she is. So that's why she came over here and she targeted the Call of Duty audience, because she had no competition really over on YouTube. And if she's going into the YouTube Call of Duty scene, where it's mainly 12-year-old boys, she's more likely to get their attention, because there's definitely no other slut over here that's really willing to cater to 12-year-old kids. So, but now that she's actually going to release nudes, and she's actually admitting that she doesn't give a shit that these are 12-year-old boys watching her, and that they're going to see her nudes, now all of a sudden, it's a problem. It was always a problem, but now all of a sudden people are admitting that it is actually a problem. And that kind of pisses me off a little bit. Like, dude, it was always a problem, but now that she's going to release actual nudes and show off her bacon flaps, now it's a problem. What are you on about? But is Zoie Burgher a paedophile? No. The definition of a paedophile is an adult that is sexually attracted to young children. And so far, Zoie Burgher has never shown any evidence that she's actually attracted to her young audience, just that she knows that she appeals to them and that they make her a lot of fucking money. But she's never actually sending them, like, you know, like sending a 12-year-old his own personal set of nudes. She's never actually, you know, messaged a 12-year-old saying that she wants to do sexually explicit things to him. So no, she's not a paedophile. It's pretty obvious. She doesn't find these young kids attractive in any way. She's not like that. She's just using what she's got to target young boys, because they're really the only ones that would actually pay her that much attention. But anyway, guys, that has been it from me. Yeah, it's, that's my rant on it. She's not a paedophile, but she's a slut. And she shouldn't be over here basically sexually, I suppose you could say in a way, sexually exploiting young children, but then again, you could call that pedophilia. I don't know. Basically, she shouldn't be over here using her sexual charms on 12-year-olds. It's just not on. It's just not right. And, go over to Pornhub, get some real competition, see how well you do then, darling. But anyway, guys, that has been it from me. I hope you've enjoyed this little rant as such, and I'll see you guys in the next video. I love you guys. Bye.